Joanna Clark firmly believes sleep is bliss. I bring you Joanna Clark.
All right, I'm here. January 15th, 2004. It was the most sensational day of my life. After years of fertility struggles, I finally got a baby girl with a perfect chin dimple. And her name is Nora Justine. I had a vision. I was going to have a life full of happiness and health and harmony and vitality. Now, flash forward 9 months later. My baby girl was not sleeping. She wanted to nurse all night. She wouldn't take bottles from my husband. She wasn't napping. Needless to say, I was exhausted. I was overwhelmed. I was weepy, and I was irritated. On top of that, my husband felt completely hopeless and helpless. Also, I was becoming increasingly envious of women that appeared to have it all together. And that filled me with mommy guilt and self-judgment that I couldn't figure out this parent thing, even though I'd read every book. And I couldn't help my daughter do the most basic thing, which was sleep. So, in desperation, I went searching. And I found Kim West, who wrote Good Night, Sleep Tight. And with her knowledge and support, I was able to turn my sleepless nights into peaceful nights and far more joyful days. Now, not only did I get my life back and I kind of got my groove back on, but I actually found a new career. And I'd always been in sales. So then all of a sudden, now I'm one of the first 50 trained and certified sleep coaches in the country. And what my work has shown me, and in my own personal experience, is that we have a situation going on with sleep, okay? Did you know that in the first year of life, parents lose 44 days of sleep? That's 1,055 hours, okay? Did you know that 21% of babies that have sleep problems in infancy, that will carry on until their third year and beyond? Did you know that this is brand new, you guys? Brain researchers have now determined that sleep deprivation actually causes lack of empathy. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. You have two parents that are sleep deprived, and they go out, so they're obviously not showing empathy to each other as husband and wife. They might not be showing empathy to their child in the way that they could, but now they're going out into the world, dual income working families. I mean, this is what our world is now. So that sleep-deprived parent now might be your boss, your coworker, your doctor, your therapist, your child's teacher. So this is really scary and sad. Like, this is becoming a society issue. So that is why I'm on a mission. So I'm on a mission so that no parent will endure the exhaustion and the overwhelm and the relentless self-judgment that they have if their child is not sleeping. So I work with families to tenderly and gently have them teach their child the skills of sleep. I do not advocate cried out, so if anyone's wondering about that, don't worry. Everything I do is attachment-based, etc. But really, what we end up getting is a child with lifelong sleep skills, super important in the teenage years. And you end up getting a family who's well-rested and living a fuller life with vitality and health. So let's talk about, here I am, the sleep coach lady. I'm doing great. I'm about 5 years in. Things are moving. But in my personal life, my husband's career took on a boom. So we relocated 4 times in 6 years to accommodate his career growth. So by accident, I became the quintessential trailing spouse. So it was Joanna and Nora and the standard poodle and Howie the guinea pig and the business was, notice where it was in line? So now I'm in another situation. I've done this trailing spouse thing. I'm still coaching clients all the way, but I'm realizing like the devastation that's going on with families. I've now been in 4 different cities, so I've seen this everywhere, you guys. Like this, it doesn't matter what cosmopolitan area you're in or rural area, it's happening. These families are exhausted and there's huge impact happening. So I knew I was doing important work and I could hear my mission nudging me inside, and I knew again I needed help. I knew I needed to say, yes, again, I need help. So then I went on another search. And I'm like, okay, what do I need? I need structured guidance. I need mentorship. I need accountability big time so that I'm like actually doing the work that I say I think I want to do. And I need the community that will lift me up and hold me accountable and make it, a joyful learning, a learning experience amongst a group of people. So that brings me to my experience with Accelerator. So I said yes to Lifestyle Live. I said yes to the Accelerator program, and thus began my complete magic carpet ride. I don't know if any of you guys, well, you'll see her out here. Lisa Duray is amazing, and she has these things called truth bombs, and this was the first truth bomb I picked, Plan for Velocity. Little did I know that that was actually going to be my whole experience this year. So I'm going to quickly tell you about my experience. So the first area of huge growth for me was courage and confidence. I came in at a 4 because of this trailing spouse dilemma, and I committed to saying I'm going to do it, and I put my family's needs, I put me first, and kind of that, I reshifted the order. I put me first, and then I started on this journey, and I committed to the program, and I followed the advice, and I took each step each way, and I really started to look at my business and respond to my business in an entirely different way, and this all took courage. I ran up against No Time Tina, Perfect Portia, and Oliver Overwhelm. They are still with me every day, but now I know what they look like, and I know what they act like, and I have ways to tame them. And so I've nailed my niche, which is awesome, and I've really mastered the enrollment conversation. So there's just been huge growth. The second area is visibility. So before this, I was hiding behind my computer. I was doing all my phone calls, all my coaching through the phone. Now I do everything on Zoom. I love doing enrollment conversations. I do them on Zoom with both parents, which has been amazing because I get to 2 decision makers on the line. And I use my enrollment conversation. I love it. And the result of that has been that I've gone from a close rate or conversion rate of 30% to 70%. And that's increased, that I've had like 20% more clients. So visibility has been awesome. The last area is this, thing we talked about all this morning. It's the money thing, right? So I came in as a classic under-earner. I didn't want to sell. I didn't want to, I'm in the helping profession. Like, we all know this, right? And so then I stepped into all of this enrollment conversation, started to understand my under-earning behaviors, and the result has been that I raised my prices 4 times over the course of 10 months. So I built my courage along the way. You guys seeing the theme here with courage? And then that results in a 67% increase in where I started my package and where I ended, which has resulted in a 42% increase in my year-over-year growth. So I'm pretty excited about that. So anyways, here we are, you guys. It's February 12th, 2018. It's been 15 years since Nora was born, 2 poodles, 1 guinea pig, still the same husband, thank God. And my mission's never been clearer. I got to keep going. There's so many exhausted families. I need to help more people. So this is where I need your help. I've said yes to myself a lot, but now I need a yes from you. I urge you, yes, Joanna Clark deserves to win the We Launch You contest because, you guys, because sleep is bliss. Let's get the world more. Let's do it. All right? Thank you. Thanks, Melinda.